This is Lacy Robertson, the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide, and I'm here to bring you this week's report of California companies that will be laying off a significant amount of workforce where we received and processed their notice between December 26th and January 1st. Now, if you're new to me, before I ask you to like, share, comment on this video and this channel, want to let you know, why do I share this information? You said you're the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide. What does layoffs have to do with mortgage and real estate? I am so glad you asked, and I'm so glad you're intrigued. So let me tell you, it was many, many years ago. I was getting ready to purchase a piece of property. I was absolutely excited all about it, right? So I had signed my loan documents. And I returned back to work hours later, and I find out that myself and 399 other people were getting laid off that day. No warning or anything. You can only imagine what was going on in this child's head. Okay. I was like, oh my gosh, my loan is getting ready to fund. If you've ever purchased a piece of property, once you get to that point, you've most likely removed all your contingencies. It is a go. It's just a matter of hours that the bank is going to fund your loan. The recording is going to take place, and you're going to be deemed the new owner. So I was like, oh my gosh, they cannot fund this loan. I don't have a job. So I had called my mortgage broker and real estate broker at the time. I faxed them over paperwork. Yes, I said fax. We hardly fax these days. Most thing is done by email. But yes, that just tells you how long ago this was. So I called them, faxed over paperwork saying, hey, I don't have a job. You can't fund the loan. Now, thankfully, I was able to unravel the transaction, and I was able to pull out. But the sad thing about it is I lost money in the process. So I didn't get my deposit back because I'd already moved contingencies. I spent money on appraisal, home inspection, termite inspection, all of those things. Didn't get that money back. And so the reason why I share this information is twofold. One, what would you do differently if there was a possibility that you might get laid off? Would you not buy that new house or buy that new car or go on that lavish vacation or shopping spree? Or would you dust off your resume, put some fillers out there before the masses comes to your field looking for employment? Or would you work on that new business, start writing that book that you've been putting off, and start that new business that you've been putting off? Like, what would you do differently if there was a possibility that you might get laid off? So that's the first reason why I share. The second reason is I was able to pull out of the transaction. However, some people already have homes, and they're like, oh my gosh, I've had a loss of income. So the second reason why I share the information is I want you to know you don't have to lose your house just because you lost your job or you're facing a financial hardship. Like, I've literally been helping clients for years lower their mortgage payment, make it more affordable so they don't have to exhaust all their savings trying to make their mortgage payment each month. So whether you've had a loss of household income due to a death, a divorce, an illness, an injury, or layoff, it doesn't matter. There's options available, but guess what? They're not automatic. Nope, they're not automatic. Nobody's going to, kick down your door and say, let me help you. You have to raise your hand. You have to call me. And hey, this is a good place where I can give you my phone number. It is 714-914-7254. Again, that's 714-914-7254. So listen, if you are experiencing loss of income due to a death, divorce, illness, injury, or layoff, you don't have to lose your house just because you lost your job. So before I share with you the list of California companies where we would process and receive their notice between December 26th and January 1st, California companies laying off a significant amount of workforce, let me share with you what I was able to get due for one of my clients. Let me pull this modification up here. Yes, yes, yes. So I'll give it a few minutes. Hopefully you're able to see my screen. This client had Wilshire as their mortgage company. I was able their mortgage payment was like over $3,000. Okay. Here, I think it says $3,147.22. I was able, on the right hand side, I'm highlighting, I was able to get their mortgage payment down to $2,330.47. This included principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. So I actually saved the borrowers $998.02. Did you hear what I said? I saved the borrowers $998.02 per month. Now, would that be nice? I mean, if you were getting ready to lose your job and you already had a loss of income, would it be nice to save over $900 on your mortgage payment? I think so. I think, you know what, that could be a life changer. And so that's what I do. I always say, I change lives. I absolutely change lives in the space of mortgage and real estate. So I wanted to share that with you and let you know, again, there are options available. There's temporary options like a forbearance plan or a repayment plan, but there's more permanent options where, like a loan modification, you may refinance, pull some money out, pay off some bills, restructure your budget. Like, I'm here to help you do all of that. So remember, it's not automatic. You got to pick up the phone. That's the best way to reach me at 714-914-7254. You can always visit my website at modifymenow.com, but the best way to get a hold of me is 714-914-7254. I take phone calls, I take texts. And so let's get into this list. It's not very long. So I'm grateful for that because I do pray for the families that are experiencing a loss of income, because I know this is how they take care of their family. Usually people are working. It's not a hobby. Okay. This is how they provide for their family. And it's really important that they have a job and they're gainfully employed. So here we are. We have 5 companies that are on the list. Now, remember, I give this list of companies in alphabetical order. I give you the date the company is laying off, of course, the name of the company. I let you know if it's a close, if the closure is permanent, if it's a temporary layoff, you know, whatever it's deemed, whatever they told us. I will tell you how many and the location. Okay, so let's get started. February 26th, you have Delivermates LLC is closing permanently. They're laying off 71 people at 807 McCarthy Boulevard in Milpitas. You have March 1st, HTX LLC is closing permanently. They're laying off 28 people at 14141 Covello Street, Suite 2BC in Van Nuys. You have February 24th, McDonald's Restaurants of California. This is a temporary layoff, so I want to make sure that is very clear. It's a temporary layoff of 62 people at 3124 North San Fernando Road in Los Angeles. Then you have February 28th, Pride Industries is laying off permanently 54 people at 1600 California Drive in Vacaville. Then you have February 24th, Toca Madera, West Hollywood. DBA is Nightlife Collective LLC. They're laying off permanently 97 people at 8450 West 3rd Street in Los Angeles. So that is the end of our list this week of California companies that are laying off a significant amount of workforce where we received and processed their notice between December 26th and January 1st. Now, remember, if you personally have experienced a loss of income due to a death, divorce, illness, injury, or layoff, it doesn't matter. I want you to know you don't have to lose your house just because you lost your job. There are options available. I've been helping clients for years lower their mortgage payment, make it more affordable so they don't have to exhaust all their savings trying to make their mortgage payment each month. So pick up the phone and dial 714-914-7254. I'm Lacy Robertson, the hardest working woman in mortgage and real estate nationwide. I look forward to working with you and for you. And until then, have a blessed day.